Hi, and welcome back to Bill's Cichlid Room. Well, it's that time of the month to have a look back and see what's been happening in the fish room during February. And just before I forget, don't forget it's the North West Cichlid Group Club auction on Sunday the 6th of March in Rainford and St Helens. Hope to see you there. Well, we did get a new pair of fish in February. It's the Uaru fernandezyepezi. But as you can see, they're still hiding. This is what I believe is the female behind there. As soon as they go anywhere near the tank, they're straight behind the bogwood. So that's the male there. So I put a little clip in of what they looked like last week. But yeah, I could stand here all night and they still wouldn't come out. It looks like they are eating because there's a bit of waste there. But yeah, it's hopefully they will settle down before too long and come out. Yeah, so I put the Buenos Aires tetras in there to try and help them come out, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. So this is the tank that I put the pink fenestratus in when I moved them out of the tank for the fernandezyepezi. So yeah, it's looking quite busy in this tank now. Yeah, so there's 5 rainbow fish in here. It's 2 pairs. So I'll actually be putting 2 pairs in the auction on Sunday. So if anyone's interested, if they come down to the auction. But yeah, with the fenestratus, so the colours are starting to come through now. So they are starting to peel a little bit. You can see this one here, as compared to some of the others. So yeah, the coloration in it, it's got lots of potential. So there are quite a few like that. So the Neotropis, the Nicaraguense. So yeah, as I say, it'll be the 2 pairs of rainbows going in the auction, which should make a little bit more room for the cutterai. So it's about time that they started breeding again. Yeah, the tank underneath. So this is the ones that have been growing out. So it's quite interesting. You'll see with the Neotropis, there are quite a few smaller ones in there. So this is when they've actually bred in here, and some of the youngsters have come through. So yeah, there's a group of minori in there that I'm growing on. The normal coloured fenestratus, so they're doing really well. They're getting to a half decent size now. The cutterai, they're doing well. You know, you see some of the Neotropis. So these are the fry that have survived in this tank. So yeah, it's quite a good tank, quite enjoying this one. So this tank, this is the grow outs that most of the things that I'm putting in the auction on Sunday, so most of them are going to come out of this tank. So yeah, it's the normal coloured fenestratus. Yeah, some of them have actually gone a darker colour, so they're looking quite nice. There's the cutterai, the Geophagus standectori, there's a load of them in here. Yeah, so it should be fun on Sunday morning catching these. So the other tank to have a look at, this is my original colony of rainbow cichlids and the Thomas cichlid asfraki. So still no signs of breeding from these, but these are the ones that I believe are a male and female. And yeah, they do stay together. So yeah, a couple of months ago, they did have the egg tubes down, so I know there is a male and a female in the tank. They're still a little bit small at the moment, so they're probably about 3.5, 4 inches. And yet there's some of the Congo tetras in there as stiffer fish. So yeah, this frackie coming on really well. And so these are the grow outs for later on in the year. So these are the rainbow cichlids, and yeah, they're doing quite well. Next to that one, we've got the chocolate cichlids. So yeah, there's still quite a lot of them. They're not quite as fast growing as the rainbows, but yeah, there's quite a few in there. Yeah, the pistogramma, I've actually managed to find a female for him as well, so hopefully I'll pick that up in the next week or so. And the youngsters of the Neotropis, so yeah, quite a few of them. So yeah, they're still a bit small yet. So these are all all the ones that I was breeding in November. So yeah, quite a few of them. And so there's the grow outs of the minor eye, and there's one chocolate cichlid in here. So yeah, the chocolate cichlids, this one at the front. And the rest of them are just the minor eye. So there's still a little bit small to put in the auction this time, but yeah, they'll be ready for the ones in the summer. And next to that is all the Spilius fry. So yeah, they're growing on quite well. And the pair of Montezuma swords. So yeah, they're still growing on. It needs a bit of a clean out, this tank. It's all the food that I'm putting in to try and grow the youngsters on. So this is the tank with the Geophagus in there, and the chocolate cichlids. Yeah, the two pairs of chocolate cichlids. So yeah, I think I've made a decision. I don't need two pairs of chocolate cichlids, so we'll be putting a pair of these in the auction on Sunday as well. So this is the pair over here that I got the fry from. And the ones this side, these I've spawned quite a few times. So the little chocolate cichlid I showed you before in with the minor eye, so yeah, that's one of the fry off these, and I've got some more in another tank. And the Geophagus, they're getting a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, I did lose one of them earlier on in the month. No idea why, it just come down, and then yeah, it passed away, unfortunately. So I'm down to 4 of these now, but yeah, they are getting quite big. So yeah, they're probably about 5 inches. Yeah, they're 5 to 6 inches. The black Corridorus, the Swartz eye. Yeah, so there's still a group of those in here. Yeah, so this is the community tank. Geophagus Tapajos Redhead, they actually bred earlier this month. So I've got some footage of them with the eggs. So I believe they are actually still holding at the moment. It's hard to tell with them. But I did get some footage. At first it was the male and the female that were holding the eggs, and then they seemed to swap it round, but unfortunately not when I'm down in the fish room. Yeah, so it was the 2 bigger ones that bred, the 2 that I thought were the 2 males, so obviously I was wrong. So there are 4 of them in this tank. Yeah, there's a Jacob there, they're still doing well. The male and the female, so they're about ready to go down again, and hopefully I'll be able to get some fry off them this time. The Bocourti. And these ones are doing really well. Yeah, the Salvini. So yeah, growing on really nice now, these. Starting to get a little bit of colour in them. This one behind it is one of the first grow outs of the chocolates. And try and get it in focus. Yeah, so it's a busy tank, this one, but yeah, everything's getting on fine. The Pollinate, I put the female back in with the male, and they've been getting on great, no aggression at all. Yeah, all they're doing is eating and eating and eating. Yeah, no sign of any eggs off them yet. It's been quite a few months, but yeah, if you've seen the previous videos, you will see, like after the last failed spawning, the female did get quite beat up by the male. He did get quite aggressive with her, so she took to hiding behind the piece of bogwood at the back and would only come out for food. So yeah, I put her in one of the other tanks. I put her in with the chocolate cichlids for a month. I put her back in here, and yeah, they've been fine. Yeah, so she's just as aggressive as he is now. They are turning into wet pets, these ones. Like whenever you come down into the fish room, they're always at the front waiting for you. Yeah, so this is the tank with the Carpenters in. So they're getting quite big now, so I'm going to thin out some of these, get rid of some of these in the auction on Sunday. And the Pollinate, they're doing really well. I've still got the 4 of those. They're like little pigs, they are. As soon as you put the food in, they're straight over. Yeah, so they're only a fraction of the size of the Carpenters, but yeah, they're holding their own. Yeah, the growth rates are quite funny, because these are all from the same spawning, and yeah, there are some that are much smaller. Yeah, so they've all been raised together, they've all been in the same tank, they've all had the same food, so yeah, it is, yeah, just a runt, I suppose. So yeah, the trick's going to be at the weekend trying to sex them, trying to get like a couple of pairs out, and make sure that I've left a couple of pairs for myself. Pretty sure this one at the front's a male. Yeah, it looks like a male, quite aggressive, got a little bump on his head. The Robert Stone Eye. It's still not done anything about trying to find a female for him, like maybe during the summer. And this is the original F1 minor eye, and the other one in there is one of the fry that I missed and actually survived. Yeah, see, we can spot the tuber in here as well. There he is. Yeah, so considering that I've had him about 18 months now, and yeah, he's not really growing that much. And the last thing to have a look at is the one with the Parachrom starlight, formerly known as the Lewis eye. Yeah, so I'll probably put a pair of these into the auction as well, because there is 7 of them in here, with the Cuban cichlid that I believe is a male. And Paul Needham, big fish lad, he's actually got a female that he's offered to me, so hopefully we'll be able to put them together before too long. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that one's a male, but that one looks like a female. Another, yeah, possibly a male. Yeah, it is quite difficult, you know. So these are probably about 4.5, 5 inches now. So I believe how you sex them at this size is the ones with the more spangling are the males, and the ones with the more yellow are the females. Yeah, it is quite difficult to tell sometimes, because they do go darker colour when they're a bit stressed. The other peculiar thing is, like, the biggest one, like this one here, and the one over in the corner are the ones with more yellow. So yeah, if anyone's got any ideas, like which one's the males and the females, please let me know in the comments. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed catching up on what's been happening in the cichlid room during February. Hope to see some of you at the auction on Sunday, and I'll see you all on the next video.